But first, some interesting stats coming out of this bushfire inquiry with revelations that 450 people, that's right, 450 people died from toxic smoke during last season's bushfires. That's more than 4 times the death toll from coronavirus. Medical researchers say 80% of Australians at some point were affected by the smoke, causing huge loss of life and billions of dollars in additional health costs. Now, aside from the deaths, there were 3,340 hospital admissions for heart and lung problems and 1,373 extra admissions for asthma. More than 8 million hectares of land were burned. Now, a key outcome from the inquiry has been the poor communication around the effect of smoke on people's lives. When we think bushfires, we naturally think of the impact of fire on humans and property, but it's smoke that plays an extraordinarily crucial role, particularly in some of those deaths. Now, one of the early disappointments, I think most people would agree, of the bushfire inquiry, except for those on the left, has been moves to politicise it. Now, the link between climate change and the bushfires emerged on day one. Now, that's okay. We know that there are definitely Greens and the left who will try to exploit this. But what we really want to establish in this inquiry is the link between bushfires and the trend away from backburning. It's clear that many government departments in recent years have been hijacked by Greenies. We've seen vegetation management laws here in Queensland eroded to such an extent that farmers can't backburn properly for fear of being prosecuted. Now, the same applies in other states. For at least a decade, state governments have been warned that the clearing of fuel from national parks has virtually stopped. It's resulted in huge fuel loads accumulating, sparking massive bushfires, the likes of which we haven't experienced for many, many years. Let's just hope this inquiry brings down a raft of recommendations which takes the power away from bureaucrats who are holding our landholders to ransom over backburning. Yes, climate change plays a role in bushfires. Absolutely, we'll acknowledge that. But backburning, the management and control of properties by responsible burn-offs, is even more crucial to stopping wildfires.